I feel like every time I see a video or a photo on Twitter about how these tariffs are hitting people's orders, it's giving I need to pick up a new hobby. And that hobby is sewing. Bitch, I'm about to be a designer. Because what do you mean you ordered something that was $200 some and you have $300 extra cost? Are you sick? All right. And as someone who will be buying nonsense, honestly, this tariffs might be no, God forbid, they're not a good thing. But they will assist with me spending less money because I already don't be wanting to pay for shipping. You want to pay extra for vibes? So no, I don't know if there are any sewing classes in Dallas, Texas, but I'm about to look them up, bitch. A sweater, I need a mini skirt, I'm gonna sew that hoe. I need a crop top, I'm gonna sew that hoe, bitch. I might even come up with a whole, what's it called, company. I'm gonna be a brand. This man is so annoying. But yeah, no, I'm seeing videos and pictures and I'm like, and you paid it? Because you would have to keep the order. You got me fucked up.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
So, I was about to go to sleep, and I want to give you a heads up as I'm hearing and I'm getting DMs from people saying that Walmart, Target, grocery stores are getting packed because people are now panic buying because of the tariffs. And basically, I have been telling y'all all along to observe and plan and prepare. I've been telling y'all this for months. I've made several videos on getting things that you need, start stocking up, and, you know, buying a little bit at a time. Now, everybody, especially in red states, are panic buying. My son said I was panic buying, and I was like, dude, I'm trying to make sure we're prepared. I said, I've been buying this stuff for months to make sure we're completely stocked up so we won't have to buy anything for a while. And yeah, I've been buying like my shelves, you know, stable goods like beans, and stocking up on cornstarch and potato starch, and my flour. I got more flour coming in from Italy. I use their, I love the pizza flour because it's their, like, kind of like their self-rising flour. You know, so I end up ordering, you know, more Sona rice. If you don't know what Sona means gold. It's how you eat golden rice. So yeah, I ordered another 10-pound bag of that, you know, but I haven't been just like buying everything at once. I started shopping and started stocking things up once I got back from my trip in Boston after the election. I've been buying little bit things at a time so I can make sure I have everything I need. And then I kind of amped everything up a little bit in like the beginning of January, and I'm like, I'm almost done. Only thing we're gonna probably do is maybe go back and see if we can buy some water. Hopefully there's water left. Probably buy a few gallon jugs of water as it is, and put the container outside on my patio full of water just in case. But now everybody's panic buying because these doggone tariffs. I guess they didn't believe this shit was gonna go down. I've been talking about tariffs since the election. I've been calling this shit since the election hit. But I'm delusional and I was crazy. But they said, you know what? They said sometimes crazy means calling it too early. And I've been calling this for months. So I hope you got everything you need, because I've been telling you to prepare for the longest time.
Okay, friends, so something that I talked about a month or two ago is happening. And there are whisperings amongst the TikTok community and amongst some of the groups that I'm on Facebook that we're going to start seeing shortages because of the tariffs. And it's kind of one of those, like, I want to be like I told you so, but also I understand that this is going to hurt people, so I want to be sensitive to that. And for another thing, I am in agreement with a lot of people on here that no one should go out and panic buy. Like, this is not COVID. Like, we don't need to be crazy. Just whatever you normally buy, because I know that, you know, the first of the month is coming, so like rent is due. A lot of people are getting paid this week, including myself. You know, just think about when you go in your grocery shop, the things that you normally buy. If you can afford it, buy a couple extra. That's how you stock up a pantry, right? So that you can kind of weather the storm. You know, cheap items like bags of rice, like canned vegetables that you regularly use. I kind of go by the 3 rule. So I buy one, like say it's a can of peas. Can of peas, like buy one for now, one for later, and one for just in case. So 3. I don't buy any more than that. If I feel like I need more than that for a recipe, I'll just go to Costco and get like, you know, the bulk pack of whatever it is. But in general, I try to stick to that because I really want people to have enough. I don't want, like, I definitely, like, we saw COVID, right? We saw how badly that went, right? Like, I hope that we all kind of learned something and that we're not going to panic over this. But, you know, go to Costco, buy 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 pack of paper towels, and then, you know, go to your regular grocery store and get like a couple extra items ahead of the whatever everybody was saying, like the beginning of May or something like that. Like, don't go overboard, but think about buying a little bit extra. I think most of this is going to affect like things like clothing and shoes and like toys and stuff, which is kind of put a damper on Christmas. But we probably don't need all this crap anyway, right? Like, I feel like I'm going to look back on this video in a couple months and go like, what? I didn't know. But, yeah. So, but I guess that's my message today is like, don't freak out, but like, we might see some tough times ahead. Maybe, I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you have a few extra bag of beans and nothing happens, then like, what do you have to lose, right? So that's what a lot of these preppers say, that I follow. It's like, I prep because of these scenarios so we don't have to freak out and buy stuff. And it's like, that makes sense. So I guess I'm at that age and I'm part of my 30s where those crazy people start to make sense. So take that for what it is. Y'all have a great day.
I am not waiting for the tariffs to hit. I am not paying double. I got batteries. I got toilet paper, paper towels, tampons, all kinds of cat food and dog food that are mainly in that box there. My dog and cat supplements. I got a bunch of stuff. And yes, I bought most of it on Amazon, but I also bought an air conditioner because those are made in China. And right now they're pretty cheap, so I ain't paying double for nothing.
There's a lot of videos on here saying to go and stock up. Don't panic buy. Don't do that. Things look bleak. Our shelves are probably going to be empty in a few weeks, or reduced severely, but don't panic buy. I think that's going to make the shelves empty a lot sooner. So here's my advice, because I know you all asked for it. Buy a little extra. Like, for instance, example, I'm going to go to Trader Joe's on Saturday. I always get a pasta for the week. Let's say I'm going to get spaghetti. I'm going to pick up 2 spaghettis instead of just 1 so that I have an extra one in case I need it. But I'm not going to get 10 because other people want to get extra as well. So don't panic buy. It doesn't help. We might be in a crisis. This might be a crisis situation, but we don't know yet. And so don't make it a crisis situation by buying everything, okay? Calm down. Everybody's going to be fine. We'll be okay. Buy a little extra. Buy a little extra. When you were going to get 1, get 2. That's all. That's all. Don't buy them all, okay? Can we agree to that? Can we please agree to that? We'll be okay. We'll be okay.
So something that I have definitely learned about the American people in the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, however long it's been since the pandemic, we will fall for anything, especially if a big corporation tells us that it's so. And what I mean by that is, the mass buying that we did during the pandemic, the most recent that we did with the toilet paper because of the shipping yards being shut down, even though toilet paper is made in America. It's the same thing going on right now. You got these big companies, these big corporations telling you that, oh yeah, those tariffs are going to affect us. I'm not disagreeing that they're not, but they want you to start mass buying stuff right now. They want to have an excellent 4th quarter. So be mindful of that before you just run off to the store to buy this, that, and everything and stock up. They're wanting you to do that. This is not a fair warning from them. You better stock up now before things go sky high. They want you to start panic buying. So they don't have your best interest at heart. They want your dollar. That's their only interest at anybody's heart. They want your money.
Hey, so this message is for Costco. It's for Costco CEOs, Costco shipping managers, Costco's employees. We got the message this week that tariffs are coming. They're about to rain down on all the products that we buy. We know that's going to affect you, so we know that the prices on everything's going to go up. The only thing that we need from you, since we are not shopping at Target or Amazon or any of the places that we used to shop at before because they do not support DEI, we're coming for you. We know the prices are going up. Please get ready and restock for us. I love y'all, but y'all do not be stocked up on all the products that we need. It is time. Stock up. We're coming. I'll be there tomorrow, 9 o'clock with my Visa card in hand. We just need you to get ready for us. We are coming. I'm sending all my friends there. We're going to do a shop-in. I just need y'all to get ready. Please restock up on all the non-perishables is where we're going to start. We're going to stock up on all our cleaning supplies, on everything that we need for the next year or two so that we can get through this Trump presidency. But please just be ready for us.
Do not panic buy. But as someone who is very mindful about under consuming and not buying things just to buy things, here's what I got in preparation of these tariffs. 50-pound bag of rice because we eat rice like every other day. 1 pack of backup toilet paper, 1 pack of paper towels, and a pack of water jugs. If we are absolutely desperate, my kids can survive off of this and that alone, so they are good. Some coffee, and this is my holy grail of cooking Vietnamese food, and I got 2 of these because this specific brand was completely sold out for most of COVID. A pack of Spam and 2 packets of Lepson. There are a lot of prepper and shopping lists floating around right now, but do not just buy every single thing that's on the list just because so-and-so said so. Use those lists as reference as you make your own list. Every single list I saw included beans. My family and I, we don't eat beans. I've never cooked with it. It's just not in our diet, and I don't see us all of a sudden eating beans out of nowhere. The same goes for flour and yeast. I'm not a baker. I'm not going to sit there and bake homemade bread out of nowhere. If it comes down to that, we will just skip bread. So be realistic, be honest and truthful with yourself, and only spend your hard-earned dollars on things you and your family will actually eat because they are things that you're eating right now.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
This one is for my fellow panic buyers and my fellow panic buyers only. What did you panic buy? I know there's been a 90-day pause on the tariffs and the market's doing a lot better today. But if in advance of that you did some panic buying, I'm really interested to know what you bought. So I'll go first. I bought Brooks running sneakers. I bought an HP Envy laptop. I booked flights to Japan and Austin, Texas. And then I pre-ordered anything I could, like contact lenses, my pet's heartworm medication. And I also bought about $400 worth of Italian wine. So if you think I'm silly or I'm supporting some cause, I'm not. I'm just trying to save money. So tell me what you bought.
Grocery prices are going up as food is being recalled and there's about to be a food shortage. Yeah, the shelves are about to be empty because of the tariffs being put in place, but the price of food is still going up. Yeah, the price of the eggs is still going up. Yeah, I don't see that going down anytime soon. And also, every food that you can think of has been recalled. Yeah, like literally every single food that exists in America has been recalled at this point. Like, I don't even know what the fuck we can eat. And I'm not even joking. I'm being serious. I don't know what there is to eat. So I don't know what there is to eat, but then what there is to eat, there's a little amount of what is left to eat. And then the little amount of what is actually left to eat is 10 times much more money now because of the tariffs and inflation, raising the prices on foods that are being recalled. Yeah, crazy. All the while, there's about to be no food anyway. There's about to be no food on the fucking shelves because all of this shit is insane. Like, what? There's not even good foods to eat anyway. Like, the food is actually making us sick and it's being recalled. But at the same time, the prices of the food is going up. And there's about to be no food on the shelves because of tariffs going into play. Like, bitch, that's diabolical. That's truly diabolical, actually.
People are panic buying because of tariffs. A lot of people don't want to pay all of these high prices for food and stuff like that. So they have been stocking up on everyday items that they need before the tariffs hit. And it makes a lot of sense, honestly. It makes a lot of sense. Once their food and other items run out, they will still have to pay the same exact prices that we will be paying. So, I mean, in the short term, it is a smart move. But 4 months from now, you guys will be paying the exact same price. And in the long term, it won't even make a difference because you'll be paying the exact same price that the rest of us are paying who are not panic buying.
Guys, is this crazy or what? It's only 10:30. Look. Damn, look at how crowded this place is. I can't believe it. It's 10:30. Oh my god. Crazy. Better go get your food before they run out. Prices go up.
The results of my panic buy. I got water, laundry detergent, cleaning supplies, a water bottle made in China, hand soap, shampoo, a lot of contact solution, deodorant, some bleach, Band-Aids, toothpaste, dental floss, dishwasher pods, cold medicine, all the paper goods, garbage bags, freezer bags, some Scrub Daddies, my face cream and face wash, razor blades, sunscreen, and bar soap. I worked all weekend. I'm leaving on a trip in the morning, so don't come at me about the food. I just grabbed what I could. So I went heavy on the coffee because I know that's imported, and picked up some Italian olive oil. Tariffs were originally announced. I got a new HP Envy laptop, a bathing suit from Amazon that's made in China, and a pair of Brooks running shoes. In my last video, when I said I was going panic shopping, the comments were mixed. Some people are doing the same thing. Other people tried. They went to stores and things were pretty picked over or empty. Other people said that I am the problem because I'm buying so much. It's putting this undue strain on the supply chain that would otherwise not be there, which is, what happened in COVID. But here I am. This is what I did. I feel better about it. I spent a few $100s. I understand I'm privileged to be able to just do something like that on a kind of whim, but I do feel better, and now I have to figure out where I'm going to put all this stuff.
The New York Times just released an op-ed letting us know just how bad these tariffs are going to hurt us. Like, the reporter wants us to know that the $4,000 increase on vehicles is why his family is just going to have to rely on one vehicle for now. And they might have to switch to a pea-based guacamole because avocados are just going to be too expensive. You might have to buy frozen vegetables instead of fresh ones. What an inconvenience. I'd just like to let you guys know that most of America lives like this anyway. Most Americans don't have a 401k for the stock market to tank. Actually, 10% of Americans own 80% of the stock market. Most Americans are already stretching their paycheck to the next paycheck, making these decisions every day, not buying fresh things and buying frozen vegetables. So this kind of just makes you all look really entitled, and this is why y'all lost. We're trying to reset the game here, and all y'all do is complain and complain and complain. Most people aren't even wealthy enough to complain about their 401ks taking a hit. Do y'all see the entitlement? Never mind. No, you don't. God bless. And God bless America.
Breaking news, y'all. So today is May 1st. You're already seeing what happened around March, the end of March, and all through April. Y'all see what's going on with the tariffs? This is May 1st. This is a day that a lot of people get their government benefits, man. I'm telling you right now, use those government benefits like it's your last government benefit, because the way the economy is going right now, these store shelves are running empty. If I were you, I would not be treating the month of May like you treated every other month prior to the month of May. Going in the store, shopping recklessly, buying shrimp and all this expensive seafood and all this stuff. Use that money wisely, because the month of May, they're saying maybe around the second week of May, a lot of our store shelves are going to be running empty. Again, it don't mean we're going to be out of food. The United States is way smarter than that. We don't depend on all of our food to come from a different country, guys. We just depend on a lot of stuff to come from different countries. So a lot of these videos, y'all seeing it with empty store shelves, guys, some of those videos are cap, guys. Some of it is cap. Some of it is real, but some of it is cap. All I'm saying, use those benefits wisely. It's gonna get real out here, y'all. This is not a joke. Those ports, those shipping containers is coming back empty. I think the U.S. just received one shipment from China that was already ordered before the tariffs hit. And they're still gonna put 145% tariff on that big shipment that came in from China. But I'm gonna tell you, once it hit those store shelves, it's over with for us, man. Once that new shipment hit the store shelves, it's over. So those shelves will be back stocked temporarily, but we finna be paying a pretty penny at those store shelves. That means Dollar Tree, Walmart, Kroger's, H-E-B, whatever grocery store that you have in your city, or town, just know that those prices are going to go up. So spend your money careful. Don't be out here spending those stamps and your first of the month benefits recklessly, because it's gonna get crazy. And all the people who get housing authority vouchers, man, y'all very blessed. But all I'm gonna say is, if you got any extra money left over, since you don't have to pay all your full amount of rent, save that money. Save it, man. Find a way to make that extra money that you got saved work for you. Don't go out trying to buy expensive jewelry. Don't go out trying to get no expensive hairstyle. Don't go out buying diamonds and all that stuff just to flex up for a friend. Because when this recession hit, those diamonds and all that stuff is not gonna mean anything. So all I'm saying is brace yourself for impact, because it's definitely coming, guys. By the way, happy May 1st.
This is a hot take, but you don't need to panic buy because you think that tariffs are going to impact your ability to shop next year. I'm Victoria. I'm a vintage and secondhand style curator, and 90% of what I buy is secondhand. Clarity before people come at me, I'm only talking about clothes, shoes, and accessories. That is my focus, and so I can't speak to anything else. What I'm seeing on the secondhand market is that there are 3 types of sellers. There are the sellers that are just trying to get rid of the things that they don't want, they don't need, and they'll pretty much sell them at any price. I've found tons of designer goods for really low prices. I've also found tons of non-designer goods for prices much, much lower than what they sell for at a retail store. And while yes, if there are tariffs taking into effect next year, they may impact the things that you buy at retail cost, there will still always be people that are just looking to offload and get all of the things that they have in their closet out for a really low cost. The second type of reseller is somebody that does this for a business, but even still, they're looking at what's trending, what's hot, what's going to sell, and the price that they can sell that piece for. Those pieces might be more expensive than the seller that's just trying to offload, but typically they are still lower than a retail price. And finally, there's what I feel like is the highest tier seller, which is someone who doesn't really know what market rate is for a product, puts it up for a really expensive price, and is never really able to sell. Or someone that does know the value of the product, puts it up for a really expensive price, and is waiting for the right buyer. A lot of times those pieces will be more expensive than retail because they are in high demand or the person's just out of touch. And those are the things that you may see an increase to on the secondhand market if there's an increase to retail. With all that said, I don't think you need to panic buy because there is so much inventory, and I track my favorite items on every single secondhand app. And the majority of the pieces take weeks or months to sell. There's no shortage of inventory. You can find things for very low prices, and it's more sustainable. You know, if you have alternative opinions, I would love to hear your thoughts.
Riddle me this about the port situation. You remember about a year ago, the port workers, the union workers, went on a strike for maybe a week or so. Can't remember. And everything kind of shut down on the ports. Why ain't those guys coming up telling us what's up going on at the ports? Riddle me that. Because why ain't the union stepping up saying anything? Because if the ports are coming empty, what's going to happen to them? Are they going to have work to do? Or are they going to get laid off? Are they about to go on another strike? I don't know. Just riddle me that, because we need to hear from them people. So if you work on a port anywhere around America and you were part of the union strike last year and it got negotiated and worked out, man, drop a comment. Let us know what's going on at these ports. I did go to my local Walmart, and yeah, there's a few things missing. They got less than normal. I don't know if it was midweek, so I don't know if this new shipment came in yet, but I could tell there was been panic buying. So, but riddle me that. I would like to hear from them guys.
So the video I wanted to make yesterday that I got distracted by with my sunroof was about the fact that reports are coming out about people using like buy now, pay later for their groceries, and they're taking out loans to pay for like their home goods, like their groceries, their essentials. And I said, dang. You know, the reason why I said dang, I said, well, it's not nothing new because there are people who do it, but I guess it's revved up. Like, I've seen people kind of make little jokes online like that they DoorDashed with Afterpay, and I was like, well, you get four interest free payments. Like, why not? You know, who cares? You're still paying for it. Now, obviously, most people would pay for those things outright. And sometimes they don't even let you do for those type of payments unless it's like over $30 or something like that. And for people to be buying now and paying later, making payments for their groceries is alarming. And I see why it's hitting the news, because I was like, at first I was like, that's not nothing new. People have done that, but it was probably a select few people. Now I guess they're seeing the numbers grow. And I said, that's so sad. It's so sad only because it should be affordable. It should just be affordable. And I was thinking the other day about something, and I think it was about like a discount that they give when you do something. And like it had to do with like, I don't know what it was, whatever good it was. I said, this is probably the price that it should be, or that they think it's really worth, because they're giving a discount for it, but they don't make this the price all the time. So whenever you have a coupon or whenever it's on sale, that is the price that they are willing to sell it to you for at a discount. Like they'll still profit. Like I don't ever put things on sale usually, unless I know I'm still going to be profiting. And I'm speaking from a business owner. Like I may profit less than I usually do, and it's still a deal for you because you're paying less than what I usually would charge, but I'm usually making money still. You know what I'm saying? Like if maybe I would get a profit of $10 on this item, but now I'm going to get a profit of $5 on this item. It's no different for other people, you know, other businesses. When things go on sale, when things are, you know, hey, you can get $25 off. You can get $5 off when you spend $25. Like they know what they're doing. They're making your order value higher, so you spend more in order to get that incentive. I think it was about like free shipping I was thinking about too. Like I was like, everybody pays for shipping. Like there are probably very few times where the owner is like, you know what, I'm going to really take on the cost of the shipping. Very few times. They are probably just cutting down on their profit margins, but they know that the cost of shipping when you bundle things are going to be cheaper anyway. So maybe they cut down their profit margins by like a few cents, you know what I'm saying, like a few dollars, but they're not like losing their mind because they gave you free shipping. To you it's a deal, and it is a deal for you, but you just spent more money than you really probably wanted to, just so you can get free shipping. And that's why I was like, I made a video and I tried to put it on my other page, so I deleted it, but it seemed like it never saved to my phone, so I couldn't even re-upload it. And so it's just marketing, it's psychology. People fall for it. Sometimes the item is just way cheaper to get with shipping than it is for you to spend $20 more just to get free shipping, you know. And people make that decision every time, and I think consumers have to just be smarter, and I'm not blaming consumers for the fact that we have been tricked into, like, our minds play that trick, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just psychology, and free looks better than, man, I gotta pay $7 for shipping, but it's the same cost. You know, anyway, I just feel like we just have to be smarter consumers. Even from a business standpoint, I know that I have to be a smart consumer, because I know that I'm like, you know what, I really need this thing right away, so I'm gonna get the 2-day shipping thing and buy it on this place. And I could have waited. Well, honestly, I can't even use that as an example, because usually whatever I buy online is cheaper than the store. But sometimes you need stuff right away, and so you buy it in the store, and it's like, man, I could have saved $5-10 had I just, you know, kind of not been rushing. And it's just about convenience. We all want convenience, and so I urge other business owners to try to make things as convenient as possible. Obviously, you want to be fair, and obviously you want people to spend as much money as they can with your company, because you a business and you got to feed your family too. And I think sometimes people would look at business owners as people who, when they break it down, they don't see us as people who have to earn a living too, because they think about the Bezos and stuff like that. And it's like, small business owners usually aren't millionaires. You know what I'm saying? They're literally making sometimes lower than $50,000 a year. I know I don't make $50,000 a year. I want to make at least that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a goal for me, but I'm doing the best I can. You know what I'm saying? My passions are so fiery for me. It keeps me from just kind of going to a job. Even though I do hustle with DoorDash, a side hustle with them, like it's kind of hard for me to just be like, you know what, let me go ahead and try to do all these interviews, let me go ahead and try to find a job somewhere that's got stable income where I know my schedule, or I get paid every other week or something like that. It's hard for me to take a chance on those things because, one, I think it'll take a long time. Two, I don't think I'll be happy. Three, I just feel like I kind of have a little bit, I want to use my time in a different way. But it's also tough to kind of sit back and see, you know, your finances dwindle sometimes, or it takes a long time for you to make the money you need. Like, it may take more hours for you to get the money, but at the end of the day, we all doing the best we can. That's the truth. And I hope that we can, I really want to just look into how things were done. That's why I said with my other video about the Gilded Age era, before people started moving to the bigger cities, people were literally planting their own food. People were doing local trading and stuff like that. You didn't have a Walmart in every few miles. You had your local grocers, and they helped you be fed, right? Or you had your own garden and your own food, and maybe you and your neighbors you traded like that kind of food for that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we were more independent before we started like doing things in mass. And we we have to have that independent mindset again, because our grocers can let us down. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that our local groceries, we have a local grocery store right down the street. And they are far more expensive, in my opinion, than me going to Walmart and getting food. Like, their canned goods are a few cents more, or, you know, they're like just the staple items that you get. Like, it's like, why is this $1 more? You know, sometimes it's like, ugh, but it's convenient too, because it's a full grocery store. It's not like, it's not super elaborate, but you can literally pick up what you need. And, you know, even Dollar Generals. I like Dollar Generals because they're not that expensive, but they're more expensive to, like, let's say at Walmart. Or like I can't even compare it to Target, because I don't really know. Target's just more expensive anyway, even more than Walmart. But they're not always more expensive, right? Than Dollar Generals. The Dollar General bumps up their price because of the convenience of the smaller store. But we finally upgraded our local Dollar General that's right next door to have the refrigeration on large scale with freezers and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, that's great. Like, I can go here to get that stuff, but you know you're going to pay $1 more or 50 cents more than you would at Walmart. And so the deals are kind of sparse, but I can literally walk to this Dollar General. And there's another one not even a mile away down the corner. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we just have to we got to start back doing things the way we used to. We need coupons. We need staple items. We need to share our food. We got this.
I think that hard times requires a community effort. We all have to come together and survive. It has been like that since the beginning of time. Every time there was a famine, every time there were a high cost of living, in every single empire that has existed, people have always come together to survive. It is a natural instinct to have community effort in the times of trouble. So I urge each and every one of you guys to, number one, make smart choices. Save your money if you can. Stop buying things that you do not need. And number four, most importantly, work as a team with people. I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.